Jesus went to the synagogue. There was a man with a paralyzed hand in the synagogue. People who were there wanted to accuse Jesus of doing wrong. They asked if it was wrong to heal on Sabbath. Jesus answered, "What if one of you has a sheep and it falls into a deep hole on the Sabbath? Will you not take hold of it and lift it out? Is a human being worth much more than a sheep?" Jesus told the man with the paralyzed hand, "Stretch out your hand." The man stretched his hand and it became well again.
The widow of Zarephath. The Lord told Elijah to go to the town of Zarephath. He saw a widow gathering firewood. He told the widow to bring him water to drink. As she was going to get it, he told her to bring him bread too. She told Elijah that she had little flour in the bowl and a drop of oil in a jar. She told him that she had gone there to collect firewood and take them home. She was to cook their last meal and wait to die because of hunger. Elijah told the widow to first prepare a small bread for him, then prepare the rest for her and her son. Elijah told the widow that the flour in the bowl and the oil in the jar will not get finished until the Lord sends the rain. The widow prepared the bread and gave to Elijah. The Lord fulfilled his promise. The flour did not get finished. The oil also did not get finished. The widow and her son were surprised by the miracle. Samuel was sleeping while the lamp was still burning. The Lord called Samuel. "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel replied, "Yes, sir," and ran to Eli. He told Eli, "You called me and here I am." Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back to bed." Samuel went back to bed. The Lord called Samuel 2 more times and went to Eli. Eli told Samuel to go back and sleep, and if he calls you again, say, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening." So Samuel went back to bed. The Lord called Samuel again. "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel answered, "Speak, your servant is listening."
Miraculous catch of fish. Jesus got into one of the boats that belonged to Simon. The fishermen had left them and were washing their nets. Jesus sat in the boat and taught the crowd. Jesus told Simon to push the boat a little from the shore and let their nets for a catch. Simon answered, "Master, we worked hard all the night and caught nothing, but if you say so, I will let down the nets." They caught a large number of fish that the nets were about to break. The boat was filled with fish that it was about to break. When Simon saw what happened, he knelt down and said, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." Simon and the others with him were surprised at the large number of fish they caught. Joseph and Mary took baby Jesus to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. This was because the law of the Lord said every firstborn male was to be dedicated to God. They carried a sacrifice of a pair of doves or 2 young pigeons as it was required by the law. Simeon, a God-fearing man, took baby Jesus in his arms and gave thanks to God. Daniel in the den of lions. Supervisors and governors brought to the king an order that for 30 days no one should request anything from any god or human being except from the king. The king signed the order. When Daniel heard that the order had been signed, he went home. He went in an upstairs room of his house. Just as he has always done, he knelt down at the open windows. He prayed to God 3 times a day. Daniel's enemies saw him praying to God. They reported him to the king. Daniel was arrested and thrown into the den of lions. In the morning, the king went to see Daniel in the den of lions. Daniel was not hurt. The king was surprised.
Jesus calms the storm. Jesus got into a boat with his disciples. As they were sailing, he fell asleep. A strong wind came and the boat was in danger of sinking. The disciples went and woke him up. They told him to save them. Jesus turned to them and asked them why they were afraid. Jesus ordered the wind to stop, and there was a great calm. Everyone was amazed that the winds obeyed him.